Yo.
What up?
Yo, tell you what I want. Welcome to Me Daddy's podcast.
Tell you what I want. Welcome to Me Daddies podcast.
How's that for a cold open? Yo, welcome to the Meme Daddies podcast, y'all.
What up, peeps?
Yo, what's up? Yo, welcome to the Meme Daddies podcast. We're here to talk about the world and memify it.
Yeah,
And
boy.
make dad jokes, y'all.
We're here to make it clap.
Yo, rate, review, subscribe. Rate, review, subscribe. Rate, review, subscribe it. Fucking make us, man. Make us money. Yo, I see the reviews on iTunes. I check. I do. I see them. I saw that Spotify finally gave us a number of reviews.
Hey, now.
I guess you got to be on there for a certain amount of time before you get a number. You know what I'm saying?
Got to be official. Yeah. Get in
Yeah,
there.
we're official. I see people watching the YouTube commenting. I'm trying to get back to people. So just in a word, in a thought, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Listen, it's been a crazy week. I feel bad we've even wasted that much time introducing the podcast because where do we begin? Elon Musk is going to get us all killed.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's start there.
Fuck, I don't even.
Everyone loves him until he fucking gets us killed.
Let's back it up for a second because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't love him because he's a maniac, billionaire, crazy person who came from wealth, pretends to be self-made, was in the PayPal mafia. All those people who were in PayPal are now obviously billionaires because they made a ton of money on a payment processing software.
Right.
Good for you.
Yeah, good.
Peter Thiel, you got Blood Boy that's keeping you young. You're essentially a vampire, but we're not going to, talk about that. He's not sucking anybody's blood, but he does take blood from young men.
Infusions, yeah.
Yeah, back alley infusions, but whatever. Good for you, bro. If you can afford it.
Listen, I take a little blood from some young men once in a while. I don't do it as much as him.
How do
I
you
don't
do
it.
that?
I actually tap them on one shoulder, and then when they turn around, I just take a syringe and just and just kind of squirt myself up with it.
How do you know the blood type?
I don't. If I feel a little sick
Skin
after,
tone?
I don't believe
You're not worried
in that.
about
I'm
COVID?
colorblind. No, I'm not worried about. I'm double vaxxed.
Wow. So you're not worried about COVID, and you don't. The blood type is not a concern for you.
Sometimes I feel a little lightheaded.
You could die.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the thrill.
Wow. Yeah. So it's not so much about health for you. It's more about you're addicted to adrenaline.
I think it's more about stealing that blood and running away.
Yeah, he's trying to live to 300 is what I think his thing is. He's got enough money to do it. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie In Time with Justin Timberlake where they have time instead of money.
Oh, right.
You ever seen that movie?
No, I know about the concept, though.
Oh, it's so good, dude. I've watched it a bunch of times. They basically, instead of having $40 million in the bank, they have 3,000 years on their wrist.
That's cool.
And the poor people literally live day to day. They have 18 hours in between shifts. Elon Musk famously got so rich that he was able to restore his hairline, which is incredible. Anyway,
right.
So Elon Musk tweeted out a meme that basically said, it was a picture of Vladimir Putin on a horse with no shirt on and him holding a flamethrower. Choose your fighter. Before that, he tweeted out, "I challenge." In Russian, Vladimir Putin to single combat. You can. He said you can take 10% more of the pay-per-view because I'm so confident. It's just dude, what are you doing, and why? Do you think it's a joke?
What's Putin do? What are any of these fucking crazy people doing?
We know what Putin's doing. He's attacking a country with military force and killing civilians.
It's insanity.
He's in the middle of a war.
Yeah, and I think Elon Musk.
A war?
Elon Musk underestimates.
Elon Musk has a bunker.
Elon Musk has a fucking rocket.
Elon Musk knows how to get to Mars, and he's got a bunker. So fuck us, right?
That's what he's trying to do. He's probably trying to.
He's tapping the big guy in the bar on the shoulder and going, "Hey, fuck you!" And then he's running out of the bar.
And he's the only one with a car.
Yeah.
And he's leaving you in the fucking bar. No, wait, that wasn't me. That was him. Yeah.
What a dick.
I think he doesn't realize the power he has. I think he thinks he's
No.
a regular maybe guy, or does he really want to fight him?
Hold on, that's a great question. Does Elon Musk think he's just being a funny memer right now?
I think he wants to be cool.
Holy crap. Is this guy so delusional that he just thinks... Because Grimes, they just had another kid.
Yeah,
His name
yeah.
is a math equation.
Yeah. What was it called?
E equals MC
sine,
squared
yeah,
or something.
sine,
I don't know.
cosine,
Whatever.
tangent.
Fucking Pythagorean theorem.
Right.
It's a... Girl.
Hypotenuse, right.
Yeah, it's a fucking scaling triangle. That's the name. Beep, bop, boop, boop, beep, bop, beep. Yeah.
Well, yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. So Grimes said something like, bro really lives below the poverty line. Like, it was cool to hang out with him, but eventually I'd be like, dude, can we not eat peanut butter 7 days in a row? Legit just is like a weird guy. But I also said, I think a couple of weeks ago or whatever it was, I was impressed with something he said, that he was like, I'm a volunteer. I have enough money to buy anything in the world that I want.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing this for money. But is it also on the other end? Is it is he so weird that he doesn't even know that he has money?
He might not have. I think so. I think he doesn't know his own power. I do.
Oh boy.
I feel like people say he's Asperger's-y a little bit, right? He's on the spectrum somewhere. I'm not saying that to make fun of him. I mean, literally, he's not like a social person.
No.
I think he probably doesn't read the room. He doesn't realize he's the only, what he says it becomes news. Putin fucking sees it. Does he want to fight? Do you think he actually wants to fight Putin?
I don't know, dude. Is it like when Justin Timberlake challenged, was it like when I don't know, dude. Is it like when Justin Bieber challenged Tom Cruise to a boxing match?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is it just I don't know what that was about either. But Tom Cruise wasn't in the middle of shelling civilians in a quest for dominance of geography and resources. I also, I'm not a pundit or whatever, but I did find out that Ukraine is in the top 10 in the world of multiple very valuable resources.
Yeah, there's a reason why. Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot more sense than just I want to grab it.
No, and it's the ports too, and it's like the gateway.
Yeah,
it's all this shit. Yeah, it's.
So anyway,
he's not just being a bully. He's trying to.
Yeah, he wants some shit.
Yeah,
he wants their lunch money.
He's looting them.
Yeah, well, he wants their shit and whatever.
Looting Putin.
Looting Putin. Vladimir Lutin.
Vladimir Lutin.
Osama bin Laden.
Telemarketer. I love that.
Yeah. Fuck you too.
Yeah.
So you should pick it up.
I know. It's fucking Putin.
I got a call the other day from somebody. It said probable scam, and I.
Am I still probable scam on your phone?
I picked it up and just to whatever, we were on our way back from Vermont.
Yeah.
And I said hello, and the woman goes, "Hi, is this George?" And I go, "Yes, this is George." And she was like, "Hello, is this George?" And I go, "Yeah." And she just hung up. And my son goes, "Dad, what was that?" I go, "That was somebody who was not prepared for me to pick up."
It was probably a scam, son.
Yeah.
It's likely that was a scam.
Oh my God!
Poor woman. She knew she was trying to scam you.
She got your number from the other lady.
Yeah, the survey lady. Oh. I must be heavy in those circles right now.
Oh man, you're like a Pokemon card, like the rare one.
Yeah.
They're trading the fucking numbers.
Not only will this guy,
I'll give you this for 2,000 of those leads. I'll give you the gold one. This fresh guy.
He'll pick up the phone.
He picks up.
He'll pick up the phone, and he will talk to you.
Yeah.
For 2 minutes.
Why don't you challenge Musk to an arm wrestle?
For Ukraine?
For Ukraine. Challenge Musk. Musk can't give you Ukraine. You should challenge Musk for the right to fight Putin.
By the way, shout out to Shakespeare.
By hyphen. He probably spelt it all weird too.
Yeah, BIGH.
Hyphens in the middle of fucking for no reason.
I forgot to mention that the stakes were Ukraine.
Oh, he wants Ukraine?
Elon Musk goes, let's fight. The stakes are Ukraine. As if, like, Ukraine's standing by, like, yeah, we're good. We're good with that.
Right.
Like, like two guys are fighting over a girl, and the girl's like, I don't want either of you motherfuckers.
Right. You don't own me.
Yeah. I'm a sovereign nation, dude.
Right. Oh my God. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was.
I forgot to mention it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to unpack there, dude. There's a lot of, like,
Yeah.
a lot of weirdness. You got a billionaire who would be an oligarch if he lived in Russia.
Oh yeah.
Who, if he lived in Russia, I mean, he'd be Putin's boy.
Sure. He would be a villain, an international villain.
He's already kind of a villain, you know? Like, he's already kind of a villain.
He makes electric cars. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but he stole the company.
Okay, that's true.
I mean, he stole the company from the guys who invented the technology of the car. Like, he came in and he was like, "Hey, man, this is a great idea.
This is cool. Yeah, you could
Yeah,
use
yeah,
some
I could-
flamethrowers and
Yeah, I could make this really big." He was like Roy Cohn at McDonald's.
right.
He came in and he was like, "Hey, man, this is great."
Ray Kroc.
Yeah,
Roy Cohen's the lawyer.
he was like Ray Kroc.
Ray Kroc is McDonald's.
Yeah, Elon Musk came in and he was like Ray Kroc at McDonald's. He was
Yeah.
like, "You guys got something great here.
Right.
I would like to own this."
I'll franchise this.
Yeah, I will take this to the moon or to Mars, whatever.
Literally.
Yeah,
And they're like, "What? You crazy bastard."
great idea. Can we take the ride with you? Yes, to a certain point. And then I will drop you like a booster rocket.
Right. In Ukraine.
I think they got like $2 million each. The guys who started Tesla.
Oh man. All right. So we got crazy white toxic men trying to take over battle-torn cities and countries. Is this what we want? Is this what you wanted, Jared?
This is what I wanted, and this is amazing.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just on Twitter, of all places.
Lady Gaga has to say something. She's the voice we all need to hear right
Is that who we're waiting for?
Yeah.
That's who we're waiting to chime in?
We're
Lady
waiting for
Gaga?
Lady Gaga, maybe Beyonce to do like a benefit.
I mean, I'm waiting to hear what R. Kelly thinks about all this.
Oh.
Waiting to hear I believe I can fly. Psst.
Trapped in the. No, I can't.
Is he in a jail cell right now? I don't know.
No, he's free. He's free.
He's
Isn't
free?
he? Yeah, he's wandering around.
Fighting for my fucking life right now.
He's playing cards with Bill Cosby right now somewhere.
Isn't Bill Cosby in jail?
I don't think so.
I
I
don't.
think he was. Remember when he was walking and he went like this?
Yeah.
I still don't know what he was doing.
He was fucking with people.
But during that,
To what end?
yeah, right. I mean, fucking with people. Is this whole thing a joke?
Yeah, I mean, probably. He doesn't give a fuck.
It's one of the greatest clips I've ever seen. I can't believe he did it.
I mean,
I mean,
great.
it's old, but it's just
Great has some weird connotations to it. So, Pete Davidson finally, threw a punch back at Kanye and was like, "Yo, man, I'm tired of your." Basically, we'll put the text up here so
Yeah.
they can read them. But basically, I'm tired of your shit. Kanye goes, "Where are you?" He texts him a picture of him shirtless. He goes, "I'm in bed with your wife." And then Kanye goes, "Let's meet. Come to Sunday service." And Pete goes, "No, man, I'm not in it for press and to be seen with you. I'm going to be here. Come meet me man to man. We'll talk privately and figure this all out. This is insane. You have no idea how nice I've been to you. I've stopped SNL from doing skits on you. I've stopped comedians from going after you. Stop being a little internet bitch boy. Stop talking so much." And I'll tell you what, so I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say. I don't think Pete Davidson is funny at all. Not a fan, which is totally fine. It's just my opinion. I've watched so much of his stand-up comedy, and I just don't love it. I just am not. It's something about it just doesn't vibe with me. I do like him as an idea. I like his personality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like.
yeah, I know what you mean.
I like everything else about him. I like his whole everything else.
Like you would watch something with him in it.
Of course.
He's interesting. So you find him interesting. You
King
don't
of
find his
Staten
jokes-
Island was like,
I didn't see it, but I want to see that.
oh man, yeah, but
He
stand
has
up
charisma. He has some
he's-
gravitas.
yes. Oh yeah.
You don't like his jokes.
Oh dude, the gravitas, the
Yeah,
fucking, I mean,
He's interesting as fuck to look at.
something about him
Yeah,
is just like, you know.
I hear you.
Pete,
Yeah.
if you're watching this, forget what I said about the stand up. I would stand up on your gravitas. You know what I'm saying? No mean.
He's cool. He has a cool
Oh, he's one of
swagger.
the coolest people maybe of our generation.
Okay.
So he's very cute also.
Yeah, because he's all shucks. He's like a big kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I would suck his dick. But
This went from him watching this going, oh, man, what a dick to, oh, well, I don't know, man. This guy's fucking kind of weird.
that was the point. I had it written like that word for word.
Yeah.
Like the ums and ahs and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know,
it's right
I
there.
know.
You can read it
Practiced
afterwards. So, but I realized something. Kanye is like, he keeps saying, he's been saying this whole time, I'm just using my voice. I'm going to use my voice. I'm going to continue to use my voice. And something struck me that, like, you got Second Amendment people who are like, it's our right to fucking bear arms. And then, like, they're like, they want to own a bazooka or some shit.
Right.
Like, bro, Kanye, your voice is not a normal voice. You're not a woman who's been silenced and is just trying to get her story heard in a court of law. Your voice is a fucking bazooka. It's an RPG to the face
Yeah.
of a individual. It's overkill. It's 1,000 megawatts of voice. You need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Seriously, you
Yeah.
need to calm your voice down.
Yeah.
Because your right to speak, your right to be heard, your voice is doing irreversible damage and trauma to your children that you will, I mean, you still, at this point, you can't undo the damage. You can only arrest it and mitigate it. You cannot stop him. You can only hope to contain him type
No,
shit.
that's when you double. That's the fucked up thing. You've been in that situation, I'm sure, when you talk too much and then you try to, like, undo it by talking more.
Yeah.
You dig the hole deeper, and it's hard to step away from it. I agree. He's a bullhorn. Well, that's what I'm saying about Elon. I don't think he realizes you tweet one little thing. Yeah, if one of us even or a regular person tweets something, okay, Twitter doesn't get great action. Maybe you get like 30 likes on it, like you get a couple
couple of hundred people see it.
couple hundred people look at it. This guy is his own news station if he tweets something.
Yeah, your voice is not you using your voice. It's not like you're speaking up for yourself in a situation where you've otherwise been shut down and oppressed in an individual relationship with another human being.
Right. Like
Where-
like another an interpersonal human interaction. That's not what it is.
In a home away from the public eye where it's just you and your wife in a house where she has shut you down and shut you down and shut you down. You've never said anything before. And you're like, no, you know what? I'm going to speak up. You have the whole world's attention. You need to shut the fuck up.
Not to mention the followers. So you have millions of
That's
people.
what I'm saying.
You're representing. They'll just say yeah with whatever you say. So you could say that you're angry at this situation. Now you got 1 million people angry at that person.
1 million?
I'm just saying. Maybe
mean,
like
fucking
I don't know.
millions.
I don't know how many people really like buy into everything he's tweeting.
Yeah.
But it's like now you're fighting with armies. It's like
Your voice is not a regular voice, is what is.
I think that's what Pete is doing too. He's like, he's saying, hey, I got people too. I got
Yeah.
people in the streets that are not hip hop, but comedy, and comedy's worse. Comedy does the fucking fish stick bit.
the roasts.
I mean, look at the fish sticks. When South Park
Yeah.
made fun of that the character of Kanye couldn't understand that they were saying fish sticks. They thought he was saying fish dicks. He's like, I don't eat no fish dicks, like whatever. And they made jokes about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And he put it in the song. It bothered him so much.
Oh, he talked about it multiple times.
I
since
mean,
then.
comedy is like the killer.
Yeah.
So Pete's kind of saying, hey, ceasefire. I got the nukes too.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I got nukes that will, follow you to your grave.
yeah.
You'll never forget the things they say about you.
Yeah.
You're being annoying now, but I'll wreck you.
Yep.
And Kanye is not in a place. I don't think he understands. Listen, whatever. Who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, I got my own problems. But realistically, But we're making a podcast, so we got to talk some shit. It's a gossip boys club. By the way, how's that Drew Estates Underground?
Very smooth. Smooth
It's
for a Maduro.
really,
Yeah.
really good, right?
Yeah, really nice.
Drew Estates Underground, Grand Toro. Shout out to Drew Estates. Big shout out to Drew
Yeah,
Estates.
this is really nice.
They
I don't like a big bite. Like I don't like that.
No, of course
that
not.
bitter flavor on the tongue where you really kind of go, oh, it's fucking like
no.
that gas station cigar flavor. This is nice and smooth.
No, Drew Estates makes
Velvety.
they make great cigars. I have the Drew Estates Connecticut, and it's not Connecticut. I think it's called the Shade Grown
Oh yeah,
Underground. I mean,
dark too, or
no. It looks like a Connecticut, but it's not a Connecticut somehow, some way. I don't know. It looks like it would be super light, but it's really good.
but it's rich.
Yeah. It's like a cup of coffee or something.
Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like it would be a cup of tea. It's a cup of coffee.
that's a nice little surprise.
Yeah. It's nice.
Switcheroo.
Switcheroo. So yeah, Kanye and Pete. I mean, Pete. I was so glad that he texted him.
Yeah,
And I don't. I mean, getting the texts leaked is a little whatever.
your meme was very good.
What was my meme?
It was Romulus
Oh yeah.
from Succession when he texts his dad the dick pic and he's
Yeah.
at the table.
Pete looking at Kim after he texted Kanye.
It's okay.
Is that all right? Was
was
that
funny.
cool? What I said?
That was funny.
I mean, the chances of her not reading the text before he sent them are
Oh,
zero.
I'm sure our whole press
Yeah.
unit
Yeah.
looked at that. Chris had to approve it.
Oh yeah.
She's on the family chat or
Is
whatever.
this all right? I sent this. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Thumbs up.
Internet bitch boy. That's a good line, Pete. I like that.
Why don't you say bitch boy? I think
Yeah.
Chris Jenner probably added. Call him bitch boy. Yeah, good note, Chris. They probably worked on it for like 2 hours.
Yeah. They workshopped it.
It's dude, everything's calculated. But they understand.
Yeah.
The Kardashians know they have a voice. They
Mhm.
say it. You can say what you want about them. Not that you say anything, but a lot of people think, oh, they understand they're a media outlet.
No, they are self-aware. They know who
Yes.
they are.
Yes.
They know what they are. They know what they do. Although Kim saying what she said recently about get up off your ass and work,
Oh, that was a little tone deaf. Yeah, a little bit.
it did make me think that maybe they're not as calculated as it would appear. I mean, maybe Pete did send those texts rogue, but anyway, somebody tweeted like Kim saying "get up off your ass and work" was like talking to the little kids in India, putting together her fucking makeup kits and shit.
Oh man.
I mean, she is. I don't know. Get up off your ass and work. I mean, Kim.
Yeah. From her perspective, I get it. She probably works long hours, probably is, going everywhere, but the perception is not like, I mean, she's not a fucking coal miner.
Well, here's the thing about what she said versus the perception, and here's the reality of starting something versus stepping into something. There's a do you know what a starter kit is for sourdough bread?
Could I name the ingredients? Yeah, probably.
No. Do you know what the concept of it is?
Sure. You have all of the ingredients that you're sort of like a home brew kit, right? You
So
have your yeast and you have your,
the thing with sourdough or sour mash or anything like that is that in order for the thing that makes it sourdough to
culture.
ferment,
Yeah,
it takes days, right? Days for this thing to happen.
sure. Yeah.
From the batch, you take a little bit, a fucking tiny bit, and you put it into a new batch. Now all of a sudden you're talking an hour for it to ferment the
It's a
whole.
head start.
It's a big head start.
Yeah.
So I remember looking at entrepreneurs and looking at people who appeared to be having shit go on all the time. They'd always post pictures of themselves late at night typing at a computer. Oh, never stop grinding, never stop hustling, always working, no days off. And I'd be like, what are you doing? How do you even have shit to do?
Right. They're making that post.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the post. Like,
Self-fulfilling.
that's it. That's the tweet.
Never stop posting about never stop posting about never stop hustling about never stop hustling.
Never stop posting about posting about posting about
Never stop.
fucking head just explodes. No, I mean, but like when you're trying to start a business, how do you get stuff to do?
How do you get the starter kit?
What's the starter kit? And like when you're starting from zero, that's why Peter Thiel's book, Getting to One or 0 to 1 or some shit like that, I forgot what the name of it was so helpful because it's like, man, getting the ball rolling, oh my God, inertia's a bitch, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
But then once you get it rolling, so Kim
Then inertia works for you.
just had to jump on the rolling ball.
I thought you were gonna say jump on the dirt.
Yeah, she jumped on Ray J. Dirt. And then the ball was rolling hardcore.
Yeah.
I mean, her dad was OJ's. I mean, she was born into a very rich family. That's very helpful. I hope to God that my kids have some inertia going in their direction, that
momentum,
I can help them say, hey, you know what? Figure out kind of what you're interested in now so that you can, like, I want to get, my son, he's into YouTube. I want to get him video editing lessons now so he can know how to do it, so he can practice it. I got him the Oculus so that he's ahead of, that he's already in VR. Like, I remember playing typing games when I was little.
Yeah.
I could type like a fucking secretary when I was 8.
Yeah.
I was typing 80 words a minute. I took a keyboarding class when I was in 10th grade, and the keyboarding instructor, the teacher was like, what are you doing here?
You're faster than me.
I was like, it was required. He's like, okay, hey, you got an A.
I didn't know you were a big typist. Are you an ergonomic keyboard guy?
No.
My sister-in-law was mentioning her erg keyboards. To me, they look strange.
Ergonomic. Yeah.
It's fucking weird. It just looks weird to me. It doesn't look comfortable. And those big, I don't know. You don't do that.
No, I don't do that.
I got a little flat.
No, I don't do that at all.
But Kim, shout out to Kim for working hard. She does work hard, but like you said, she started with fucking third base. She was already there. It's like, okay, you're in the spotlight, and now, but she did work hard a lot of people that start with something don't have the initiative.
I knew a guy who inherited a huge fence company, and because he was raised in a wealthy family, he didn't have the hunger, and he didn't have the drive or the know-how, and because he was raised in a family where the father was always working, he didn't have the attention growing up, and he didn't have the, whatever, who knows? I don't know, Kim.
Yeah.
Just, be cooler about it. Deliver it in a better way.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's one notable exception where typically they kind of know how
Yeah.
to position things. But that was a bit of a misstep.
Patreon.com/meme daddies, so we can tell you how to work harder, Yeah. That's where we teach you how to make money, making memes.
Yeah.
Make money, make memes, work harder, get up off your ass.
Money's not the key to happiness, but
lack of it is
tough.
Lack of it works.
And when you are happy, though, that's the key to money. That's what I think. I'm going to coin that. Happiness is the key to money.
Happiness is the key to money. Happy is the new rich.
You got to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got to love what you're doing, man.
I didn't text this to you last night because I wanted to talk about it today.
What?
And I'm so glad I didn't text it to you. Mike Tyson is making edibles, like weed edibles. Do you know about this?
I know he was in a cannabis. He's like involved with a cannabis farm. I know that. Yeah. Yeah, the Mike Tyson.
In the shape of an ear.
Oh, that's good. Fuck. I should have done it first.
Well, didn't we talk to Evander Holyfield about that?
Yes. And I made Tyson's chicken nibblers or something in the shape of ears once as a meme.
I knew you'd love that.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Sitting with Evander, I kept staring at his ear. I can't lie.
Of course.
I can't lie. That's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Cool, soft-spoken. You could just tell. I mean, the guy was a fuck. To this day, he's a beast. To this day, he's a beast.
Well, I was watching Jamie Foxx's stand-up special again recently.
Yeah.
I got sucked into watching Martin Lawrence.
I know.
Fucking.
You love Martin, right?
He's the best, dude. He's really the best.
Where could he still do like?
I don't know. I'm waiting.
Yeah,
I don't know. You know what?
Yeah.
I got hooked into his sets on Def Comedy Jam and his crowd work, and then Run Tell That, and his other specials, and just like I believe one of the top 5, like greatest, in my opinion, of all time. Better than, they say Chappelle's like the greatest. Chappelle, I like.
And this is all genres, not just like black comedy or whatever. Just like straight up all genres. Because I know you love Brian Regan.
Brian Regan, Colin Quinn. If I had to name 3, I don't know. I don't know why I'd ever have to name 3. For what reason?
Right.
Yeah. But you know what Martin Lawrence is? He reminds me of? Like Dave Chappelle would be equivalent to like a Jay-Z, I guess, even in my mind.
Yeah.
Because his body of work is so much bigger. And Martin Lawrence reminds me of like when people go, no, Big L was the best ever. It's
Just
like
a short spurt of great lyrics.
Well, yeah, short spurt, but like undeniably good. And like, okay, I can see why you'd say that, but like he's dead, so he can't really compare him to anybody. But like the big picture was fucking unreal. Still holds up to this day.
Just his energy in the leather outfits and Def Comedy Jam just coming out. He's just fucking silly and funny. Just got everybody hyped.
Get people.
Yeah, he was.
Fuck. I believe Def Comedy Jam was the way it was, not because of the way it was, but because of him.
It was him.
It was him 100%. So he was just. I mean, him and Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx will always be one of my favorites of all time.
He's
so
special.
much fun to watch. So much fun to watch. If you are into stand-up or you're not into stand-up and you haven't seen Jamie Foxx's stand-up, a lot of people don't even know that he did stand-up. They just think he's an actor and a singer.
He could do it all.
But he's the best at stand-up. Even better than he is at acting. Like, he was the great... I mean, he's having so much fun up there.
Yeah.
He's so free and so funny, and he's just... That's when he's at his absolute best, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Storytelling, too. I like to watch him as a guest.
Because he's funny.
He's funny. He's just...
But imagine an hour of that.
It's awesome.
Of a perfected story that he's told 1,000,000 times.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It makes it seem off the cuff. That's the thing. So natural.
The bit that he does about the Jeffrey Dahmer, when he's like, when he heard that he had butts in a freezer, every black person was just like, oh, he's white. And then if he was black, they would have just bought the electric chair to his house. I was watching it in bed with Jessica. I had to leave the room. I was like, I'm gonna wake her up. But I couldn't stop rewinding it and watching it either.
Yeah, just a raw energy. Like he can't wait to say the next thing. Just like,
man, he's unbelievable. But
I love him.
I don't know.
Let's get him on the show, man.
I wish. I mean, that would be so much fun. He's the person I would love to meet.
Oh yeah,
I would love to meet him. But so I went snowboarding this past weekend with GJ in
again.
Vermont.
You're really snowboarding your ass off, huh?
Snowboarding ass motherfucker.
You're a
man.
white motherfucker too. That's some white shit.
White as shit, dog. And I felt like so many things happened this weekend where God was just testing me, right? So we went to eat at this place, and there was a long wait, and I hate waiting.
I mean, no one likes waiting. I'm just going to put it out.
And I hate waiting. Ho, get your ass in. That's right.
Is that the lyric?
No, no. But there was live music at this place, which I hate. I hate live music.
No one likes live music.
Bro, who owns a restaurant and goes, you know what we need in here? We need worse versions of songs that nobody really likes anyway.
Right in front of everyone.
Right. Do you know how close I got sat to the live music, dude? 8 feet away. 8 feet away.
No one wants that. Who was it? Billy Joel cover kind of thing?
He played every song that you could imagine. Just 40% worse than the original. That I don't want to hear anyway.
Perfect. You didn't even like the original.
I didn't even like the original. And I had to clap every single time the guy was
like
gone.
smile. Oh yeah.
Oh, you must be practicing a lot. You're really good. By the way, this guy over here, fucking hijacking the YouTube channel with his dumbass fucking guitar videos that he's watching on the YouTube channel.
Oh, he loves guitar videos.
Do you know I get fed YouTube ads of learn every lick from this song, and the guy's just playing the dumbest song you could imagine.
Is that because at one point I must have went on YouTube while I was under you?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the algorithm at work, Jared. You can't do that.
I can't undo it. I can't watch enough snowboarding videos on the Meme Daddies YouTube channel, which, by the way, if you're watching, thank you. Subscribe, like, rate, review. And I just get fed this guy with long hair. Obviously, he's got long hair because you can't be a guitar player if you don't have long hair.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just learn all the licks. That's one thing I hate the most about guitar players. Why do you call it a lick? Why is it a lick?
Because it's like sleazy. Guitar players are all very sleazy. Electric guitar players. I mean.
So anyway, I'm up there. I'm at this restaurant. It's a long wait. I get sat next to the guy playing live music, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I actually was like, okay, God, I'm gonna clap, and I'm just gonna be cool, because my son was being such an angel on this trip, bro.
Aw.
He was so happy. But then we were on the.
But then
We were on the mountain and we got up to ski lift. I almost said something to this guy. Would have been so inappropriate for me to say something. I mean, I would have been so out of line.
what guy?
A guy who was with his daughter.
Okay.
We get off the ski lift and he's got 3 kids with him. 2 of the older children are in front of him. One of the younger kids, girl, is in front of him, closest to him, and he's like, "Siri, hold on." And I was almost like,
No.
"You named your I was almost like, "You're an idiot. What are you, a fucking Android family? You named your daughter Siri, dude? I can't even say the word seriously in front of my iPhone without it checking in on me, asking if I need something. You named your
And you can't dismiss it either. That's the one thing.
You gotta
when that
touch
orb shows up, it's like, fuck. Stop. Stop.
God
Go.
forbid you have an Apple Watch too.
Oh,
You
forget
got to
it.
dismiss both. You got to touch both buttons.
The fucking orb.
I wanted to snowboard after him and be like, "Bro, you got to change her name. You can't do. Why would you do that to somebody?
That's terrible.
Why would you name your daughter Siri, sir?
It's yeah.
Siri. Why
How
would you-
old was she? Young enough that Siri was a thing.
Siri was already annoying before she was born.
Oh, come on.
She was like 4 or 5 years old. She wasn't 12. I was like, dude, are you a moron?
Was he?
Obviously. I didn't need to ask. That's why I didn't say anything. I almost yelled out, "All right, Mr. Android." I wanted to like call him Mr. Green or something.
Yeah, green bubble.
Obviously, he went down the green trail.
Right.
Yeah.
The green.
Should have yelled out like, "Okay, Alexa."
Yeah,
All right,
his
DC family.
other daughter was Alexa, and then Nest was in front.
There are DC families. There are families who prefer DC movies to Marvel movies.
I mean, I like DC.
You prefer them?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
You really do?
Marvel movies
They're formulaic as
they're
fuck.
a waste of time.
Oh, Spider-Man was fucking good.
Spider-Man was great, but I mean, when I think Marvel movies, I think Marvel. I think Avengers.
All of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of it, they stretched, well, because they make one every fucking 2 months.
Yeah, they went out. I mean, the last one, whatever Marvel movie, whatever Avengers movie came out last, the most recent one, it was like 45 minutes too long. I fell
Eternals.
asleep. Yeah, I was like, dude, enough with this fucking story.
The gods and the things. Yeah, that was that reminded me of a very DC-esque movie.
Enough, bro. So yeah, it was a great trip though. GJ was he was unbelievably good. He was so. I was like, who are you right now?
So how did you come to that center? That's why I'm trying to be more awake. How did you come to the center when you were getting tested? Like waiting or whatever the fuck. You're sitting there. You don't like the music. What do you tap into? Are you just like, okay, I'm going to punish myself? Or like, what did you focus on to make yourself kind of get through that?
So there was another table that was sat even closer to the live music.
Okay.
And I actually surrendered to the moment. I was like, I'm
Right.
here. I'm not going to get up. It was already a long wait. I'm not going to, my son is hungry. I'm going to put myself last here. It's a temporary thing. It'll be over before I know it. I'm just here to eat. That's my primary purpose here. I'm not here to give this guy a hard time. I'm going to try and enjoy the music. He was digging it. I just became secondary. I wasn't primary. My ego took a back seat to the reason we were there.
You went one level up.
Yeah, and then the people that were sat closest to the music they said something about the music to the server. And I was like, they were upset that I didn't know what they were upset about at the time, but they were upset that the husband's back was to the performer. But I thought that they thought they were too close. And I was like, do you guys want to move and switch with us? I was like, fuck it, I'll go even closer. I don't even care.
Right.
I'm fucking in it right now. I'll go closer. I'll hold the guy's guitar for him, you know? But they were upset that the back was to the guy, and they were like, oh, he's so good. We just want to, I was like, yeah, he is, isn't he? He's really good. I'm really enjoying this. Aren't you? Free falling. Fuck. And then he played Piano Man, which is like the most depressing song of all time.
Especially when like a regular guy plays it. It's one thing when Billy plays it. but
It's
like,
not, though, bro. Bill, I believe, this is killing me as the smile ran away from his face. I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place, bro. You're a fucking alcoholic.
that's what I'm saying. The guy singing it, he's singing his own story.
Yeah. So, anyway, listen, let's talk about something less depressing. So, the war in Ukraine. The White House press secretary, Jen Psaki, did a briefing with a bunch of TikTok influencers, right?
Yep.
TikTok news influencers, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. And people lost their minds because all they heard was White House and TikTokers, and they were like, what the fuck, are they going to dance and give us the news? And oh my God, what the hell? Why would they do this with TikTokers? Not knowing that there are trustworthy, legitimate, better, more credible sources of news on TikTok than MSNBC, CNN, and Fox. Like, I get my news from TikTok.
It's a full-fledged economy now, TikTok. It's not like teens
yes.
dancing anymore. It's like people watch TikTok. It's like it's a news it's an outlet. I shouldn't say a news outlet, but
So, well, it is.
it's a media empire. So there's going to be competition.
It's a platform.
Right, it's a platform, and there's going to be competition, and the best is going to rise. So right now, good things are coming out. You're saying
Great things are coming out. Very trustworthy, credible people who were newscasters
yeah,
or news anchors are on TikTok instead of taking jobs at like quote unquote traditional or legitimate news channels.
yeah.
They're doing TikTok instead because they're gaining hundreds of thousands or millions of followers doing what they were doing for
Right.
news channels. So,
So it's good that she's doing that, or that they're doing that, right?
well, a bunch of people are doing it.
Okay.
Or who, Jen Psaki?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
Just connecting with the people,
getting them information on what's going on in Ukraine so they can deliver it to people that are watching it anyway. You know what I mean? So they're not like.
So it's from the source as opposed to secondhand information.
Well, that was the other problem. It's like, well, they're hand feeding them what they want them to know, but it's like, well,
You can't win. You got to
exactly.
have to be from a perspective.
You can't win. So I don't know. Anyway, the two names that I know, one is the Pocket Report, which I love. It's this girl Gina DiVittorio, I think is how you say her name. She used to make these funny videos, comedy sketches or whatever. Now she does news, but it's still very, very funny. She has a million throwaway comedy lines that she doesn't even barely acknowledge during the video.
Wow, yeah.
But you crack up watching them. But it's also very legitimate and very informative.
Almost like a Jon Stewart, or because I know he,
Yeah. Yeah,
tongue in cheek, but deliver
Just
content.
blasts through them, right? And then Under the Desk News, they give like really full-blown, in-depth coverage of all sorts of topics. So this one video that I saw from Under the Desk News said that Russia launched missiles very close to the border of Poland, which if one missile even accidentally hit Poland, it would trigger Article 5, which would basically start World War III.
Accidentally?
Yeah, like if, accidentally
Yeah.
hit Poland.
It was an accident.
Yeah, come on, it was an accident.
Oops, I make a mistake.
Oops.
I press wrong button.
Yeah, what is Russia, Chris D'Elia?
Oops, right.
Oops. I mean, he does have merchandise. He is throwing oops bombs at Brian Callen now from across the
Right, he's been throwing the oops grenade.
fucking. Maybe they've been watching the podcast.
Right.
So they also said that Russia asked China for help. China denied it. Then America said, we're going to get on the phone with China tomorrow to confirm whether or not Russia asked for help. And I was like, why don't you get on the phone now?
Today.
Not today, now. Why
Right.
don't you pick up the phone? If somebody says to me, "Hey, let's talk later. I have something I want to run by you." My anxiety says, "We need to talk now.
Yeah.
We need to figure this out now." If a country launched missiles, accidentally hit Poland, and I found out that Russia asked China for help, I would not be able to wait till tomorrow to figure out the
What else are you doing? Are they binging like fucking?
What are you watching? Fucking 13 Reasons Why again? To see what you missed the first time?
Yeah. Who's on the phone? Tell him we'll call him tomorrow.
I'm calling tomorrow. I'm watching season 6 of The Office again. The writing's so good. Biden, what are you doing, dude?
Come on, Joey.
What is he doing?
Come on, man.
Come on.
Talk tomorrow, man.
Yeah, I'm busy, man. I'm watching It's Always Sunny.
Come on.
What is he?
Charlie's huffing paint, man.
Yeah, Charlie's eating cat food and huffing glue so he can fall asleep before the cats start meowing, man. Danny DeVito's about to run in late. He's nervous.
I got to rewatch that whole fucking show.
Best scene in maybe any show I've ever seen in my entire life.
But I mean, I just get little visions. Like, what about when DeVito painted his feet black, and he's like, "Are these good?" When the food inspectors were coming in to inspect patties, because everybody wear your shoes, everybody's nice and clean. He goes, like this, is this good? And he had his feet painted black.
I don't see that. To me is a sign I need to watch it again because I don't even remember that.
He's like, no, that's not okay.
There's two scenes that I remember very vividly. One is the cat food scene where Charlie's huffing. Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course.
And Danny DeVito runs in nervously because he's late.
Yeah.
And the other one is when they are doing the group dates, and Charlie, Dennis, and Mac are on a date, and Mac stands up and goes like this, and Dennis grabs his hand and pulls him down, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's just Charlie's got cheese, like a handful of cheese, and Dennis goes, "Oh, let me see that." He throws it away, throws it across the bar. But yeah, Joey's busy watching It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Reruns. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but he couldn't get on the phone in that instance, so hopefully they figured it out. But
Well, I don't know how that accidentally happens. That's,
but I'm also very confused because China said, "No, we're not helping Russia. We're only giving humanitarian aid to Ukraine, but America's been giving weapons to Ukraine, but we're not helping them fight. We're not sending troops over there, but we are helping them." It's like, I don't know, dude. If there was a fight at an IHOP or something,
yeah.
and somebody got killed, and the police were like, "Hey, were you at this fight?" And I was like, "No, I sent a car down there. I gave the guy the gun, but like,
Right.
I wasn't involved."
Yeah. Oh, and these
They'd
are
be like,
civilians.
"You're under arrest. Come with me. You're in pretty big trouble."
Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah, you're under that. You were participatory in this crime.
They're also not not sanctioning anything from Russia at all.
What do you mean not sanctioning anything?
China.
No, I think they are. I don't know. We're meme daddies. So listen, don't listen to anything we're saying either. Also, like,
Right, we're not the news.
DYOR, do your own research.
Regurgitation.
Yeah, do your own regurgitation because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We just make memes about this stuff because we're laughing.
Well, actually, you're incorrect about. It's like, okay.
Here's the other thing. We make memes
Yeah.
about stuff because we're nervously laughing over here about what the fuck is going on in the world because it's so crazy. That's what the whole podcast is really about, by the way. In case you were wondering why it's called Meme Daddies,
Right.
we're a couple of daddies. We're obviously very sexy. Look at him longer than you look at me. Look at me for a second. Just blink at me and then convince yourself that I'm sexy. Look at him, though, because he's obviously very handsome.
Very handsome.
We're also very old. We have children. We're daddies.
We're also very old.
And we make memes. So it's really more about us, like, trying to make things funny that are very scary, like we would do for our kids. And we make memes. We're laughing, giggling nervously over here about the state of the world.
We're all in the same situation. If you're with us, it's because you're not laughing to be callous.
You're laughing because you're scared.
Yeah.
We're nervously giggling over here is what's happening.
So we love you. You feel our love. I know you feel it.
Yeah, we're not making jokes to be dicks. We're making jokes because we have to. Otherwise, the anxiety would take over. We'll be in a hospital.
Right.
We'll be in a mental institution. Right. So, that's what we're doing over here. What was I just gonna say? Obviously, cut this part out where I say what was I just going to say because it makes me sound dumb.
Yeah, what are you, dumb as hell?
I'm dumb as hell, boy.
Well, Putin, gluten-free, Putin-free.
Gluten-free Putin? Pudding?
So we were talking about,
Helping? I don't know. Anyway.
yeah, China helping,
Um,
but not really.
yeah, so I've also seen a lot of people.
How about gas prices, bro? Petroleum.
I drive a Tesla, so it doesn't really affect
Look at
me.
you.
So I'd rather not talk about it. If it doesn't affect me, it's not irrelevant.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. You know?
It's very awake of you.
Very privileged. Very privileged.
What's that like?
Not having to buy gas?
Yeah, you fucking drive by. Jerks.
I don't know. It's not. I remember what it's like to buy gas. I don't know. Again, we're dumb. So we,
Yeah.
DYOR. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Do you get people telling you to fact check shit after you make memes?
Oh,
And they
yeah.
go, this is inaccurate.
All the time.
It's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know it's not accurate. It's a fucking meme, dude.
It's a joke. Jokes aren't accurate.
I wrote a tweet the other day and it was like, I'm sorry that this fucking completely, this person, I apologize to you, person I've never met and literally didn't know existed before I wrote this joke that was 100% untrue. And people always say, every joke has a little bit of truth to it. Bullshit.
A little bit of truth and a lot of fiction.
Bullshit. There's some jokes have truth in it for sure, but not every joke. A lot of jokes have zero truth in it.
Yeah.
Don't tell me every joke has some truth in it. Here's what I think people mean by that. Because when people go, they say something rude that they've always wanted to say to somebody, and then they go, haha, just joking. When they say, give me that. Give me that. Give me a little bite of that. And then they go, just joking.
That's like, it's,
Yeah, there was
Jude Law says that, doesn't he say, it's a joke, I'm just joking.
Yeah, there was a little bit of truth in that because you got shook that the person questioned you on what you said, but there's not truth in absolute nonsense jokes that I make.
Well, you're looking at the world at large, and you go, okay, here's this funny tidbit about this situation. It's not supposed to be representative of the whole fucking truth.
I'm not delivering news, dude. I'm making jokes.
Yeah.
And I've had people comment, you should really do your research before you make this post.
And that's a woman.
A woman, a man, or whatever.
Right.
I mean, the chances of me doing research before I make a meme I just want to let you know, are zero.
Oh, that would be extra funny if you did extra research.
The chances of me doing research before I post a meme are zero. I actually I have plausible deniability when I make memes. I want to know as little as possible about a topic before I make a meme. I don't want to know what I'm making memes about. I want to know about something that happened. I find out as little as possible as I can about the topic, and then I make a joke about it.
About the top line idea of
Because
what's
you know what happened, bro? I remember this happening very vividly. Colin, cut it. Colin Quinn had a show called Tough Crowd. When it first started, he was uneducated, but very opinionated on the topics, and it was fucking hilarious.
Right.
He was so funny. And then I guess he started researching the topics more, wanted to be more educated, wanted to know more about what he was talking about. And the more he knew about the topics, the less funny it got.
Because you're learning. You can't learn while you laugh.
No.
Laughing is stupidity.
One or the other, dude.
Like a fart is funny.
Yeah.
Like you laugh at a fart.
And if you go, well, that gas was created by food in your colon, and then you pushed it out of your anus because your muscles relaxed in your butthole. Wow, dude, thanks for explaining what a fucking fart is.
Right. Right. I agree. The farts are closer to humor than the news.
Yeah. Yeah, don't explain what a fart is.
Right.
You ruined the joke.
I love Colin Quinn. He's legendary.
Mm-hmm.
And just, yeah, it's the gruff fucking New York tough guy who doesn't kind of understand anything, but
Colin Quinn is in my top 5, by the way.
yeah.
Because he balanced out the joke writing with the education.
Yeah.
New York Story.
So the world one?
The World, he whittled it down. He started with The World, then he did America, then he did New York. All of them are incredible. I've watched all of them multiple times.
Yeah.
He's unreal. But that was 20 years later that he did that.
Right.
Tough Crowd was out in like 2002, 2003. So yeah, he's unbelievable. But I also saw people roasting, like, the people who are, some people are like sucking Putin's dick, which is fucking weird. They're like, good for him for, asserting himself. Like, that's weird.
People without empathy.
Mm,
Some people, Fox News.
yeah, conservatives.
People, without empathy, and like you just have to hope. Oh, okay. What if they were on the other side? What would that feel like? That's the whole question of anybody who like. And I'm not being political. It's just like think about whoever you are, whatever you're talking about. If you were on that other side, just imagine it. What would you have the same opinion? That's all.
What's the other side though? Because they're Americans.
Being fucking having your country invaded.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm talking about like Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. These people who are just.
If they woke up one morning and they were one of the people that have their homes evacuated, like one of those '80s movies where you switch bodies.
Yeah.
Would you feel the same about Putin? It's just thinking it on the other
course not.
side of it. You know?
No. Yeah, very difficult for them to do that. But there was, you saw Zelensky in a helmet, ostensibly with the troops, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh my God, this guy's so brave. He's so courageous. He's standing on the front line with his troops. And then they were like, no, he's just fucking checking the border. He's not even like on the front lines with his troops. And it's like, dude, he's with the troops, bro. We haven't had a president do anything even close to that. You can't be. Listen, dude, the guy is in the country. The Americans reached out to him and they were like, hey, do you want to get the fuck out of the country?
Yeah.
He goes, no, man, I don't need a ride. I need ammunition. His balls are like this.
Yeah. They should change Ukraine's flag to just two big balls.
Two big balls. Exactly.
Zelensky's balls.
Just two blue balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, with yellow
Like,
pee in them because pee is stored in the balls.
of course. Dude.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
So,
Well, actually,
it's stored in the. I don't even know where it's stored. Bladder.
Do research, guys.
Yeah, you guys should really do your research before you start a podcast about where the pee is stored.
girls obviously pee
Stored.
from their butts. We know that.
Yeah, it's stored in the boobs.
Pee is stored in the boobs, and it comes out of girls' butts because they don't have a penis.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah. But it's just, I mean, people are just, I love everyone. That's what I was going to say.
I tell you, man, we all have lapses in judgment. That's it. You got to love.
But some people live in the lapse.
Living in the lapse.
Living in the
Luxury.
lapse of ignorance. So I admire this guy because he's on the ground. He's just there, bro. This guy is unbelievable. He's like,
He's kind of cool. He's like a fucking
he's
badass.
super cool, dude. He's
Who's
like
cooler, Zelensky or Pete Davidson, in terms of just being like,
Zelensky.
he's cooler?
No question.
Who would you rather look at for like 20 minutes?
Zelensky.
Good for you.
Yeah, Zelensky, no question.
You're not seduced by Pete's tattoos and his
No.
monster ham.
Him.
His hum.
Oh, his penis?
Yeah.
No. Zelensky's, his balls are
Yeah.
tremendous. So Zelensky, I think what people miss, or what these particular people miss, is that no military leader has ever been on the front line with the troops. You can't lead if you're dead.
Of course, he's the brains, but you don't lead with your chin, as they say.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I
He
don't
should
know.
release like a song, bro. Imagine Zelensky like dropped a verse.
And you can't see the big picture if you're in the frame.
Right.
Like the owner of the restaurant that I worked at, that I always talk about, outworked everybody, but he wasn't picking up forks off of the tables. He was surveying from a bird's eye view because he had a bigger vision than everybody, and he was delegating.
They depend on you to see a different perspective. If
Exactly.
you're a foot soldier, you got to look up. Are we good?
Are we good? Can you tell us if we're good? Yeah. What should I do to make sure that we continue to be good? What is my part in this?
An organism.
And he's the brain.
Yep.
But he can't be the brain if he's, exactly. If his brain is, outside of his skull. Not to be, whatever. But Pat Sajak.
Dead?
No.
Don't just bring up an obscure person from my childhood and just say his name with a pause after it.
So Pat Sajak.
It's like seeing somebody in your timeline, like out of nowhere. You're like, oh, fuck. Oh, he's not dead. Okay.
Pat Sajak has been hosting the Wheel of Fortune for 40 years, right?
I was going to say 100 years.
He's done. You see what happened with him recently?
Oh, no.
You didn't see what happened?
No.
Some guy told the story. He's been getting surlier and surlier over the last few.
Oh
years.
yeah, he's fed up.
He's done. Dude.
Think about you at that dinner next to next to the band.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were there for 40 years.
bro. So there's
After a while, you go, "Oh, piano man, shut the fuck up."
so some guy told the story about getting a cut on his foot, his toe.
Oh no.
Getting he got a laceration. He goes, I don't even know what a laceration was, so I was nervous. They said, no, it's not a big deal. So they sewed his toe back on. He goes, I would just like to thank them 30 years later. Everyone starts clapping. Pat goes, that was the most pointless story I think maybe that's ever been told on this show. So congratulations. People went berserk.
Savage.
He's a dick, dude. But then I thought, Alex Trebek was like a super sweet guy.
Yeah.
But then I was like, imagine having like Alex Trebek's life surrounded with the most intellectual, smart, like high class, upper, emotionally intelligent people of all time your entire life.
Right.
And Pat Sajak is just like with the dregs of society who are like,
Can I buy a W?
and the puzzle's completely solved, and they're like, water. Like, no.
The hand that rocks the
Candle.
candle? No, that's not a phrase. You fucking morons. He has to go after right to his fucking dressing room.
What was the one that
As the world burns? Kerns? You're right. He's surrounded by
idiots
imbeciles.
for 40 years, 5 nights a week?
Well, my toe, when it happened 30 years ago, it's like,
Yeah, he's like, all right, that was the
Enough.
best story. That's what you brought to the table.
No,
here?
but that was enough.
That's what you brought to the wheel.
Enough. That's where the wheel fucking came off its axis.
Wheel of misfortune. He's toast, bro. He's got to be. You know how much he gets paid a year?
$10 billion.
$15 million a year.
Does he really?
Yeah. He just renewed his contract. I read like in 2018, 2019. He's like, if I got to deal with these fucking morons, you need to be paying me a stupid amount of money. $300,000 an episode. 5 episodes a week.
Damn. That's like,
He works in the dive bar of game shows.
yes.
There's fights every night. He gets bottles thrown in his head every night.
It's like a monster truck rally in that order.
Yeah. Jeopardy players are winning
Woo-hoo!
300, 400, fucking $8 million.
Golf claps. Everybody's just really smart.
Yeah, fucking Wheel of Fortune's like $12,000. They're like, yeah, woo!
I quit my fucking job.
I want a fucking trip to Alabama.
Poor Patrick.
I know, Pat Sajak. Pat Savage should be his new name.
I didn't know how savage he could be.
He could be very savage. So,
That's funny, dude.
yeah, dude. I mean, just what a wild week. Tom Brady unretired, but we're going to have to bring that to the Patreon episode. So, also, we're going to do the lyric of the week on the Patreon episode, which is, something we do every week.
I always look forward to that.
It's from Kanye West this week.
Come on.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because
You got to subscribe to this one.
listen, it explains his demeanor, I believe, completely. So subscribe to the Patreon, not for that reason. You subscribe to the Patreon because it's more content. If you like this content, if you don't, why would you? But also, if you want to learn how to make $1 million a year making memes for a living, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing over there.
It's because we grind.
It's because we grind, because we hustle, because we never stop grinding and hustling.
Just get up and work.
Just get up and work and then stay up and work. Never sleep. You don't need sleep. Sleep is for the weak.
Sleep's for pussies, dude.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. I also will be dead, so I may sleep now because I like sleep. You know,
Just
I
to
don't know.
get like to brush up on it.
Sometimes I nap because I like sleeping so much.
Naps are nice little nuggets
Yeah,
of the abyss.
napping is like jerking off, though. It kind of makes the real thing harder later on. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
It's like a selfish little treat that like ruins the real thing later on.
Yeah, but you can have a nap as a treat.
Rarely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to nap every day.
Wow, you had a
Every
problem.
day. I napped every day for like 10 years.
Is there a Nappers Anonymous?
I used to nap twice a day, bro.
That's a problem.
I know. I was very tired. and depressed. But I'm not depressed anymore. So because I have you guys to thank for that. Yeah, not you, them.
I know. But
Yeah.
It's still sweet.
Yeah, and you.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening this week. We'll see you next week. I got something in my eye, so I got to go. But
We'll get it out on the Patreon.
Rate, review, subscribe, listen, watch, fucking patreon.com/meme daddies.
Hustle, grind.
Smoke cigars, fucking suck Zelensky's balls. Pete's rocket to the top. Red rocket, bye.